morning, everybody. Welcome back. Things are getting musical. The Fargo Moorhead Symphony Orchestra is preparing for a coming concert this weekend. Christopher is here to tell us all about the FM Symphony. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing great. We're chatting away right here on the couch about all things symphony. So tell us about the exciting event coming up this weekend.
So we have a concert this Saturday and Sunday. We have two shows on the weekend when we have concerts.
Yeah.
I think there are two highlights, but the main highlight, if that makes sense, is the fact that we are actually, our soloist this weekend is our concert master. That's the person who sits right at the front of the violin section. She is a magnificent violinist.
Wow. And
she's going to be strutting her stuff soloistically this weekend in a piece which is actually almost brand new. It was written just a few years ago, not played here before. Only been performed publicly maybe 2 or 3 times in the whole world.
Wow.
It's by a Finnish composer. It is fantastic. It is full of energy and beautiful tunes and soaring melodies and great orchestration. The orchestra's so colorful in this.
Yeah.
It's a really, really, really great piece. And she's like, you know, eating it up and she'll spit it out. She's really got it under her belt.
Well, I hope she's listening right now, because this is a fantastic review from the musical director himself. So what inspired this piece specifically for this weekend?
That's a kind of a long answer. I mean, it's a long story. But no, well, I don't want to make it too long. So often, actually, players in the orchestra suggest pieces to me, one in particular. And so he sends me ideas. He says, we've got to do this piece, we've got to do that piece. And often I roll my eyes, I go, it's him again. Leave me alone. Not quite, but anyway, he sent this idea of this piece by this Finnish composer. His name is Jaakko Kuusisto, that's his name.
Okay.
And I heard it and I just thought, okay, this is the piece. And I've actually been talking to Sonia, that's the person who's playing it, our concert master. And I've been sending her ideas and she said, I'd love to play, but we hadn't really decided on anything. And then I sent her this and she thought, okay, this is the one. So we're doing it.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
So how long have you been with FM Symphony?
133. No, I think
in dog years.
9 years. This is my
9
ninth
years.
year. Yeah.
Okay, and you do a lot of traveling with, you know, the musicians.
Well, not quite the. I come back. I go back and forth. But when I'm here, and we rehearse every, in the week quite intensively, and then we present our shows on the weekend. Okay,
well, that's exciting. So we do have some YouTube clips to kind of showcase a lot of the talent, if we could pull those up, and we'll all just kind of tune in and take a listen. Okay, so that was a tiny little taste there of some work that really does take place. And I want to talk about the fact that these shows are at the Fargo Theater, the historic.
At the NDSU, actually.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, that's...
This weekend's performance is at NDSU?
Indeed. We have done occasionally but it's a little small for us because we are about 80 players.
Okay, thank you for pulling up that information. You know what's funny? My co-anchor, Jordan Schreier, loves the FM Symphony. We talk about it all the time. And I said, this is at the Fargo Theater, right? These are the performances.
Went, yeah, that's what it is.
And he said, yeah. And then he said, but they do other places too. And then, of course, I just assumed it was at the theater.
Other places, yeah.
Oh, well, thank goodness you're here to set the record straight. So all that information there of the shows. But I really do just want to pick your brain before I let you go. What about these type of shows and what you're showcasing musically really stands out for you in this region?
Well, actually, okay, so let me mention something else which is unique to this concert, which we don't do in the rest of the concerts, which is we're actually doing a piece which is combined with the FM youth orchestra called FMAs.
Okay.
So one of the pieces, the students sit with the professionals. We call it side by side.
Yeah.
And they have an opportunity to play. It's one piece we're doing. It's about 10 minutes long. It's actually quite a complicated piece.
Yeah.
Very beautiful, but quite a lot going on.
Yeah.
So it's a great experience for them educationally. And they learn it with our associate conductor, Jane Capistrand, who's actually their conductor. So she prepares this music with them. And then they come in just for 2 rehearsals. So it's sort of professional time for them, you know. 2 rehearsals, they sit with us, and then they perform the piece. So that is quite a, I think it's great. I mean, I hope they think it's great.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it's a mix of terrifying, exhilarating, and a glimpse into their future, maybe.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Wow, how exciting. So. Okay, one more time, the information for this weekend's show and where it will be. Walk us through it.
Where it will be, NDSU Concert Hall on Saturday night and on Sunday afternoon.
Okay, perfect. And I do believe we have a second clip that we kind of want to just play you guys out with. If we can pull that up as well, because, you know, it's always a great time to hear the music.